Shalom, brothers and sisters. I hope you are doing well. And today I'm going to continue with chapter 20 of the book of Judges. But first, I would like to give all praises to the Most High God of Israel and His beloved Son Christ the Messiah. Okay? Chapter 20, verse 1. Then all the children of Israel went out, and the congregation was gathered together as one, from Dan even to Beersheba, with the land of Gilead, unto the Lord in Mizpah. So remember, in the previous chapter, in chapter 19, the Benjamites, they have abused, they have raped and abused, they have raped the concubine of the Levite. After they have abused her, she died. And once she died, once the Levite came home, he cut the body of his concubine in pieces, and sent those pieces as a message to the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. Now in chapter 20, they're going to respond. So all of them came as one. They came as one. Okay. 2. And the chief of all the people, even of all the tribes of Israel, presented themselves in the assembly of the people of God, 400,000 footmen that drew swords. So they was ready to fight. These are warriors, 400 warriors, okay? 400,000 warriors. They was ready, to speak about and to judge about this wicked matter that happened in Israel. And that's how, if you believe in this book, that's how you shall react when we see our people do evil. We must come as one and fight that evil. Okay, you shall not go and support them, but we shall fight as one against the evil. Okay, verse 3. Now the children of Benjamin heard that the children of Israel were gone up to Mizpah. Then said the children of Israel, tell us, how was this wickedness? So the children of Israel, they was asking the Levite, they was asking him, how was this? Because they went, there. They asking him like, how did it happen? Tell us. And the Levite, the husband of the woman that was slain, answered and said, I came in Gibeah that belonged to Benjamin, I and my concubine to lodge. And the men of Gibeah rose against me, and beset the house round about upon me by night, and thought to have slain me, and my concubine have they forced, that she is dead. So they wanted, in the previous chapter, they wanted to rape this Levite. But eventually, the man of that house, I'm sure the Most High put it in his heart, to push out this woman, to deliver her to these Benjamites, because that was a judgment. This woman, she playing the harlot, and according to the scriptures, they shall put you to death. Okay, her husband forgave her, but the Most High did not forgive her, so that was a judgment. Okay, so 6. And I took my concubine and cut her in pieces. Okay, and I took my concubine and cut her in pieces, and sent her throughout all the country of the inheritance of Israel, for they have committed lewdness and folly in Israel. Behold, you are all children of Israel. Give here your advice and counsel. So he told them about all that evil that they have done. It was like, no, you have to judge righteous. You have to judge what did happen. And remember, in those days, there was no kings, okay? There was no righteous judges. Everyone was they was just following their own wicked mind, okay? They was leaning on their own understanding, okay? And all the people arose as one, saying, we will not any of us go to his tent, neither will we any of us turn into his house. But now, this shall be the thing which we will do to Gibeah. We will go up by lot against it. They was like, we will come as one. As long we don't judge these other Israelites, we're not going to sit down. We must do something. Destroy these wicked Israelites. And that's the mindset we all must have in this walk. When we see evil among our own people, we must speak against that evil. Okay, as one, we must be in one accord to speak about that evil, about that wickedness, and judge according to the scripture. We will not kill them, but we're going to tell them, if you don't repent, these are the consequences. So we all must do that as one. And we will take 10 men of 100 throughout all the tribes of Israel, and 100 of 1,000, and 1,000 out of the 10,000, to fetch victual for the people, that they may do, when they come to Gibeah of Benjamin, according to all the folly that they have wrought in Israel. So they have sold these. We have warriors and others Israelites who was going to taking care of those other Israelites. They have the food and all those things with them, because they was going to war. And you know, when you was going to war back then, you will take all this food and all those things with you. Okay. So you know, this was a physical battlefield, but in this spiritual battlefield, we are many with different gifts. You have some who taking care of those who are doing the work of the Most High. Okay, just like I said, you have a man who was made sure that there was food. Okay, was taking care of the food, and you have other who was going to the battlefield. But all of them, they was doing the will of the Most High. Okay, the thing is, you must ask the Most High, or what your call is. Okay, and let Him use you. You must use your call. So all the men of Israel were gathered against the city, night together as one. Once again, as one, they was going to the battlefield. As one, they was fighting this wicked Israelite. So we all must come as one and fight against the wicked Israelite and this wicked system, this wicked heathen. We must fight as one. If we are fighting each other, we're not going to prosper, but we must fight as one. And I'm talking about those who really believe in the scriptures. When you believe in the book, you will not fight against your own. Okay? Because you go with what the book said. You believe in the book. Okay? So once again, all those righteous Israelites, if you believe in the scriptures, we must fight the evil as one. Because if you don't, that means you're supporting them. You support the wicked Israelite in their evil doing, and as well these wicked heathen. You support the system in their evil doing. And the tribes of Israel sent men through all the tribes of Benjamin, saying, What wickedness is this that is done among you? Now therefore deliver us the men, the children of Belial, which are in Gibeah, that we may put them to death, and put away evil from Israel. But the children of Benjamin will not hearken to the voice of their brother, the children of Israel. So they ask them polite, surrender those who have done the evil, surrender those unto us, and we're going to leave you alone. But instead of they done that, they were going to fight you. This is what you see in daily among Israel. Many of us don't want to speak about the evil. Instead of you speak about the evil, you're going to pat those people on their back. Don't let no one judge you. Don't judge them. You are not God. You are not the one who gives them life, and all those excuses. These are the reason why we are in this mess right now. Because of that, let no one judge you, and leave them alone. They don't hurt no one. Because of those things, we are destroyed. So we can continue in that cycle. We can continue using those things who have destroyed our lives. But when we see evil, we must speak against that. Despite who it hurts, we must speak against it. If you believe in this book and you see evil among the Israelites, you must speak against it. Because if you don't, before you know, all those Israelites will get infected. Okay? So, instead of they delivered this wicked one, they were supporting them. We must stop supporting these drugs dealers among us. These sisters who selling their body among us. You know they sleeping all these different sister husband. You know they destroy all these sister lives because you have those sisters. You see, they see the man, they don't want the man, but the thing is they just envy the other sisters. They don't want her have that life that she has, so they will go and sleep with her man to destroy her life. The same thing with brothers. We must stop supporting those people. We must stop supporting sisters who are aborting their babies. We must stop all that madness, Israelite. If there are rapers among us, don't protect them. Homosexuality, don't protect them. Those who take advantage of the poor Israelite, don't protect them. You as a sister, you don't take care of your children. You just leave them all over the place and choose lifestyle, clubs and all those things above your children. We must stop supporting these Israelites in mixed marriage. If you are against that, you must stop supporting those Israelites who are in mixed marriage. Because when you supporting them, that's mean you give them that sign like, I'm okay with what you are doing. So if you are like that, the Most High going to get you, because you are partaking in their sins. All those things that I have mentioned are sins. They go against the scriptures. So those of you who are believing in the book, we must stop protecting these Israelites and speak against those evil. Because if we don't, we will not get out of this mess. It will get worse and worse. Okay. 14. But the children of Benjamin gathered themselves together out of the cities unto Gibeah to go out to battle against the children of Israel. And the children of Benjamin were numbered at that time out of the cities 26,000 men that drew sword, beside the inhabitants of Gibeah, which were numbered 700 chosen men. Among all these people there were 700 chosen men left-handed, everyone could sling stones at unhaired breadth, and not miss. That I forgot the name, but like the one that David used, something like that. So these were strong men, they were warriors, these Benjamites. That's why they was like, no, we're going to fight you all. Doesn't matter if you are with all this, we're going to fight you. And that's how many Israelites are. Most of them, they will fight to protect the evil. That's why the book said, my people, they are not wise in do evil. Sorry, they are not wise in do good things, but they are wise in do evil. Israelites, they will protect the evil till they die. Just like this one. They will fight to protect these evil Israelites who have trying to rape, molest this Levi and his wife. How can you protect those people? We should not do that, otherwise there are going to be consequences. All those things that I have mentioned, if you doing them or you supporting other who doing them, you are cursed according to the scriptures. But under Christ you can still repent. 17. And the men of Israel beside Benjamin were numbered 400,000. That men draw sword. All these were men of war. 18. And the children of Israel arose and went up to the house of God and asked counsel of God and said, which of us shall go up first to the battle against the children of Benjamin? And the Lord said, Judah shall go up first. So, as I always say in my videos, in these lessons, before you do something, you must always, speak to the Most High, pray to the Most High, ask the Most High for, you must ask Him for advice, okay? And He's going to guide you, He's going to lead you. So they went and asked Him, like, which one of shall go? And the Most High told them, yes, Judah. The Most High speak to, if you trust in God, He's going to talk to you. He's going to speak to you. He speaks through the book, but He put thoughts into your mind as well, and use others to speak with you. Okay, and the children of Israel rose up in the morning and came against Gibeah. And the men of Israel went out to battle against Benjamin. And the men of Israel put themselves in array to fight against them at Gibeah. And the children of Benjamin came forth out of Gibeah and destroyed down to the ground of the Israelites that day 22,000 men. So they killed 22,000 of these other group Israelites. So these Benjamites, they were strong. Okay, and the people, the men of Israel, encouraged themselves and set their battle again in array in the place where they put themselves in array the first day. And the children of Israel went up and wept before the Lord until even, and asked counsel of the Lord, saying, shall I go up again to battle again against the children of Benjamin, my brother? And the Lord said, go up against him. And the children of Israel came near against the children of Benjamin the second day. And Benjamin went forth against them out of Gibeah the second day, and destroyed down to the ground of the children of Israel again 18,000 men, all these draw the sword. So 20,000, it was first 20,000, let me see. First 20,000 that day, 20,000, no, 20 and 2,000 men, and now 18,000, that is 30. Yes, 30,000. The second day, total, the among, like, total, it was, together, 30,000 Israelites that these Benjamites have killed. They have slaughtered them. 26. Then all the children of Israel and all the people went up and came unto the house of God and wept and sat there before the Lord and fasted that day until even, and offered burnt offerings and peace offerings before the Lord. And the children of Israel inquired the Lord, for the ark of the covenant of God was there in those days, and that is what they have added. Okay, I'm not sure if it's true, but I'm going to read it. It said, and Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, stood before it in those days, saying, Shall I yet again go out to battle against the children of Benjamin, my brothers, or shall I cease? Shall I quit all these things? And the Lord said, Go up, for tomorrow I will deliver them into thine hand. This was the third time. The third time, okay? The Most High said, Go. Now the third time I'm going to deliver them into your hand. You see? The thing is, and one thing I believe, you see, these Israelites who the Benjamin have slaughtered, I believe they were wicked Israelites. Okay, they were sinners because according to the scriptures, everyone was leaned upon their own understanding. They were sinning, doing all this evil. So I believe these Israelites who have lost their life on the battlefield, I believe they were wicked Israelites. So the Most High used the Benjamites to kill them. Okay, the Most High killed those he wanted to be killed. So after that, he said, "No, I'm going to deliver you." Okay, that's what I believe. The Most High killed all those murderers and those who was worshiping idols, God, and all those evil. So I believe the Most High killed them. The Most High used the Benjamite to kill them on the battlefield. But the thing is, you see, even the Benjamite, they was winning. The evil Israelite, they was winning. It looked like they was winning. Okay, but the other Israelite, the other tribes, they didn't give up. They didn't give up. They wasn't like, okay, because these wicked Israelites, these other groups, they are winning, so we're going to stop and just leave them alone. No, they just keep going fighting and inquire, and asking the Most High for advice. What shall we do? And the same thing counts for us. You see, the wicked are more than the righteous. So don't think that this spiritual battle going to be an easy battle for us. It's not going to be easy. The wicked going to make it hard for us. So the thing is, only if you believe in the book, you're going to endure till the end. You will not give up. Even it looks like the enemy are winning, but you will not give up, because you know why? You believe in the book. You believe in those prophecies that one day will come. We're going to take over, the Christ going to take over the whole earth, and Israel going to rule under Christ, and we're going to rule forever. Those who have endured till until the end. So because you believe, you will not give up. You know why you're fighting. You know why you're doing this. So no one can stop you. You see, so they did not give up. So we shall not give up as well. And just like I said, that these Israelites who died in the battle, they was wicked, and the Most High used these Benjamites to kill them. And the same thing in this walk, when we go on the battlefield, in this spirit, we're doing all this spiritual battle. Right now you have the tares and the wheat. Okay. And we all, like we preaching the gospel. We are Israelite, the blacks are Israelite, and keep God's commandment and all those things. We all doing the same thing. But the thing is, the Most High know the wicked among us. He know all those wicked among us. Just like the parable of the weeds and the tares. And the day will come that the Most High going to separate us, the wicked from the righteous, and He's going to destroy all those wicked Israelites. You see, you telling other Israelites the thing is, because you telling other Israelites that they are Israelite doesn't mean that you are belong to the righteous Israelites. Because right now the Most High, He using everyone to wake up His people. The Most High wanted His people to wake up. Everyone must wake up. Everyone must hear the gospel about who Israel is and what's going to happen in the future. The Most High using even these heathens to tell everyone, to tell the whole earth, yes, the blacks are the children of God. But many of these heathen, once you go to their video, once you go to their channel on YouTube, you will see that they have mixed all that awakening with lies, and they making merchandise of our people. They selling them shirts and books and mugs and all those things. So they have mixed that with lies, telling them only 3 tribes are blacks, those other are heathen, we are one. All those lies. You see, so the Most High, He used everyone that He can use to wake up His people. You preaching that you are Israelite and keep God's commandment doesn't mean that you're going to be part of the goats. Because many Israelites who preaching this, they don't even believe in the book. Many of them talking about the commandment, but we know majority of them don't even keep the commandments. Many of them, those things that I have listed up in the beginning, many of them they don't do them, but they are supporting other Israelites who doing this. That's why they don't talk about those things, because they are supporting other Israelites who doing abortions. You don't taking care of your children as a sister. You don't want to be under subject to your husband. As a man, you don't want to take care of your family. We don't rebuke those Israelite men and sisters who are in mixed marriage and promoting that to destroy us. All these wicked teaching of devils in this awakening. You see in those things, but you don't speak about it. So that's mean that style that you are okay with those things. Because if you wasn't agree with them, you will speak about those things. You see? So you have these Israelites. We all doing the same thing, but the Most High know their mindset. What they doing behind closed door. What they doing behind the screen. So the day will come that the Most High going to separate us. You go over there, the righteous you here. That's why it's important, Israelite, when someone come and tell you or the blacks or the Israelite and tell you keep God's commandment and all that. No, that's not enough. That's not all. No, those our ancestors, the Pharisees, Paul and all those others, they was keeping those feast days. They was keeping the Sabbath, eating according to Leviticus chapter 11, but they were wicked. They killed Christ. And then you have Paul, who became Saul, of the one who the Most High chose to go to preach to the 10 tribes. He killed Israelite because of the gospel. You see? So before he came a righteous man. Okay? So you preaching that you are the blacks or Israelite and keep God's commandment, it doesn't mean that you are part of the sheep. Because once again, the Most High know the mindset. You see? So the Benjamite, they were strong. So once again, the enemy, they are always, they always strong in the evil that they are doing, or in those evil that they are believing. They come like, so they looking so strong. They fight for those evil, wicked teachings. But if you are weak, if you don't believe in the Most High, you will get scared of them and say, okay, I'm going to leave it alone. But you can be, if you trust in the Most High, you can be. Okay? So okay, he's saying, I'm going to deliver you into thy hand. And the day will come, the Most High going to deliver. Even now, maybe it look like the evil are taking over, the enemy are taking over. The wicked Israelites, they are in the majority. All these wicked camp leaders and in the Sabbath church and in the Sunday church, how they deceiving the people. They have a lot of views and likes and sharing and all that. They are famous. But the day will come that the Most High going to deliver them into our hand, and the Most High going to use the righteous Israelite to take over those righteous Israelites who are in those camps, to call them unto them. The Most High going to pull them out. Okay? And the righteous Israelites going to destroy them with the doctrine, with the righteous teaching. They're going to destroy them with the righteous teaching. Okay? Okay. And Israel set lairs in wait round about Gibeah. And the children of Israel went up against the children of Benjamin on the third day and put themselves in array against Gibeah, as at other times. And the children of Benjamin went out against the people, and were drawn away from the city. And they began to smite of the people and kill, as at other times, in the highways, of which one goeth up to the house of God, and the other of to Gibeah in the field, about 30 men of Israel. So they were still kill all those wicked Israelites. Just like I said, I believe they were wicked Israelites. So the Most High used the Benjamite to slaughter all these wicked Israelites. And the children of Benjamin said, they are smitten down before us, as at the first. But the children of Israel said, let us flee and drown them from the city unto the highways. And all the men of Israel rose up out of their place, and put themselves in array at Baal Tamar. And the leaders in wait of Israel came forth out of their places, even out of the mid downs of Gibeah. And there came against Gibeah 10,000 chosen men out of all Israel. And the battle was sore, but they knew not that evil was near them. And that's how the wicked are. The wicked think, okay, I'm winning, I'm become popular and all those things. But what they don't understand is that the wicked is weighed upon them. The wicked can overtake them in any time. They can destroy in any time, in any second. Because they become so prideful and how do you say this? Secure, okay? So like they are so sure about their life, about those evil that they are doing. They are so sure about that they don't even they are not afraid. They are proud and all that. But what they don't understand that the evil is weighed upon them, just like this Benjamite. They thought, okay, we are killing them. We're going to what? We're going to win this time once again and all that. But what they didn't understand, it is the Most High who was locked them out, to destroy them. They was on their way to the slaughterhouse. And that's what the Most High is doing daily with this heathen nation as well Israelite nation who's doing evil. Look around you. All this evil that happened all over the earth. The Most High is destroying the wicked, and he used all these plagues, fire or wind, tornado, and all those things to destroy the wicked Israelite and as well the heathen nations. Look around you. Tell me that the Bible is not true. It is God who destroyed. Look, this year, I believe it is worse than that last year's. Every time I'm watching the news, I'm seeing, there are wildfire and there. Many people home are destroyed. Many are died, have left their home. You see these heathen, they are crying. They have left their home. They become homeless. It is God who destroying them. It is the Most High God. And if you are not with Him, you're going to get hurt just like these people. Just like our own people. Okay? And the Lord smote Benjamin before Israel, and the children of Israel destroyed of the Benjamites that day 20,500 men, all these draw the sword. So now it is their time to win. It is their time. In the beginning it looked like they was losing, but no, now they are winning. So on this battlefield sometimes it looked like, those things that you are preaching, nobody are watching, and all those things, because most of the time I have that, like, I do my best, all this video, but I don't see that views or likes or share, like, the Most High, but I always say, you know what, God, I trust in you, because I know those videos that I make, they don't go for nothing. People are watching. And sometimes, most of these people, they don't comment. You have new people sometimes, new people who comment. They don't comment. They just sitting and just take notes, and just listen. But the day will come that the Most High going to tell them, it's time. Show your face. And she or he will starting to quote all those things. And he was like, where were you? She was like, I was listening all the time. I was right there. But I wasn't in the chat, or I wasn't comment. So when we doing the work, we must have faith. Me, when I do that my work, I do have faith. That's why I don't focus on those things any longer. I don't focus. In the beginning I was, but now I don't. Even if one people watch and believe that, okay, that person that watch, I believe the Most High is working on that person. I do it in faith. You see. So when we preach, even once again, if people don't listen, you have this feel like people don't listen or all those things. Hey, we must have faith that no, the day will come that they're going to show themselves, and we're going to see those fruit. Okay? The Most High word don't go for nothing. It's come back. It do His will. It prosper on His time. So the children of Benjamin saw that they were smitten, for the men of Israel gave place to the Benjamites, because they trust unto the leaders in wait which they had set beside Gibeah. And the leaders in wait hasted and rushed upon Gibeah. And the leaders in wait drawn themselves along, and smote all the city with the edge of the sword. Now there was an appointment assigned between the men of Israel and the leaders in wait, that they should make a great flame with smoke rise out of the city. So they went to the city of the Benjamites. That's what they're going to do. Okay, let me read. And when the men of Israel retired in the battle, Benjamin began to smite and kill of the men of Israel about 30 persons. For they said, surely they are smitten down before us, and as in the first battle. So they have killed now 30 persons. So once again, I believe they are wicked Israelites. Okay. So these Benjamin, they start to think, we are winning just like, those other times. But when the flame began to arise up out of the city with a pillar of smoke, the Benjamites looked behind them, and behold, the flame of the city ascended up to heaven. And when the men of Israel returned again, the men of Benjamin were amazed, for they saw that evil was come upon them. It was too late for them. Okay, and that's the Most High took them down with all this wisdom, and that's how we're going to take down this earth with the Most High wisdom, with His word. It is the Most High going to take these nations down. He is the one going to take the wicked Israelites down and these wicked nations down with His word. Okay, when we preach it, that's how we're going to destroy these wicked people. Okay. Going to win these righteous Israelites, going to, with the word of the Most High, we're going to pull them out of the darkness, or out of this wicked system. Okay, we're going to pull them out of that, and it is the Most High wisdom it is the Most High wisdom. Okay, it is the Most High going to teach us how we can catch them, how we can bring them into the knowledge that they are Israelite, and start and keep God's commandment, walk in His righteousness. Okay, it is the Most High going to do all that, but we must preach the gospel to them. Okay, we must go on this battlefield, and the Most High will do the rest. Okay, therefore they turned their backs before the men of Israel unto the way of the wilderness, but the battle overtook them, and them which came out of the cities they destroyed in the midst of them. Thus they enclosed the Benjamites round about, and chased them, and throwed them down with ease over against Gibeah toward the sunrising. And there fell of Benjamin 18,000 men. All these were men of valor. And they turned and fled toward the wilderness, unto the rock of Rimmon, and they cleaned of them in the highway 5,000 men, and persuaded hard after them unto Gizom, and slew 2,000 men of them. So that all which fell that day of Benjamin were 25,000 men that drew the sword. All these were men of valor. But 600 men turned and fled to the wilderness unto the rock Rimmon, and abode in the rock Rimmon 4 months. And the men of Israel turned again upon the children of Benjamin, and smote them with the edge of the sword, as well the men of every city, as the beast, and all that came to hand. Also they set on fire all the city that they came to. They have destroyed all these Benjamites, the women, the children, all those things. They have, just like they have dealt with the enemy in the past. That's how they have dealt with these wicked Israelites. They have slaughtered all of them and put everything on fire and burned that city down. You see, when you are a wicked Israelite, just the way how the Most High, the Most High, He is not a respecter of person. If you are a wicked Israelite, the same way how you're going to handle the heathen, He's going to handle you. You see, this is the way how this is how the Israelite, when they go in war with all these other nations, that's what they do. They destroy them and put their cities in fire and burn them everything. And now they have done it with their own brother, because they was wicked. If you're a wicked Israelite, the Most High don't see you as His child. You are a child of the devil. You are no Abraham's seed. Okay? So they went to the city and slaughtered all those who refused to speak up against this evil. You see, it is the Most High who allowed all this, because you know why? They was partaker of that evil that happened. None of them say, okay, they are the one who have done this. They was protecting them. Now the Most High returned and killed all of them till it was how many? Wrong to when we go to the next chapter, we're going to read how many Benjamin did left. Okay, in the next chapter. But they almost wiped it out. They almost killed or slaughtered all of them because of this evil. So you, as an Israelite who believe in the book, and you don't warn the Israelite when you see them do evil, but you don't preach against them, You don't tell them those things because you are afraid that they might not like your videos or share your videos or like you as person. Know that when the Most High going to separate, the tares from the wheat, you're going to be part of those who are going to be destroyed. You're going to be part of those who will go to the lake of fire because you was partaker of their sins. You saw it but didn't preach against it to warn them because you was afraid of them. And the Most High said He didn't give us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of power and all those things. Because you know He is with you. If you know that the Most High, He is with you, you're not going to be afraid to speak against the truth. You know someone going to hear that and repent. So Israelite, once again, if you seeing Israelite doing evil and don't speak against that, no, you are the Most High see you as these wicked Israelites, because you are partaker of their sins, and in the end of the day, the Most High going to get you. You can disguise yourself among those Israelites who walk in righteousness, but the Most High see the mindset. You know the mindset. So in the end of the day, we're just fooling ourselves. You don't fool no one. You don't fool God. You don't fool no one, but just yourself, because the Most High know and see everything. But He going to get you. Okay. So Israelite, this was the lesson, and yes, that was the lesson, and I hope that you have learned something out of this lesson. That when you see sin, don't be partaker of sin, and don't be afraid, don't be scared to speak against sin. That's why the Most High have called you. Because He trusts His sheep into your hand. He trusts His word into your hand. That's why He called you to preach against sin. Okay? Doesn't matter if they are your best friend or your whatever, or your wife or husband or your mother, father. You have to speak against that. You have to tell them how it is. This word don't make people love you. It's going to make them angry. But the thing is, this word make to destroy and to build up, to wound, but to heal you. That's what it is. So when you tell people, they're going to be angry at you. But if the Most High have called them, they're going to repent and come later and thank you. Okay? If they don't, okay. But the truth, it hurts, it cuts. But if you believe in the word, the Most High going to heal you. The word's going to heal you. Once you're starting to believe, all those things that you were against, they was cutting you. Once you're starting to believe in the book, you will repent. You will starting to obey the word. Go with the word of the Most High. And before you know, you accept it. You don't care any longer because you're following the Most High. You're following His word. Okay, so Israelites, once again, this was the lesson of today, and I hope that you have learned something out of it. Shalom.